Hello, my dear subscribers. Today we are making the next in my series of motifs made using QuadBow beads. So this one is called Alicia and it's made in red, blue and gold, which is a very well established colorway. So I've made these ones. I'm still working on something with these. Haven't decided yet, but I have perfected the design to make it as flat as possible. As you can see, this is it on the back. So it's yeah, it's really nice. And let's get started on this. So for this motif, we're going to need some IrisDuos, some QuadBows. These IrisDuos, they're light pink, and for them I chose QuadBows, which are, it's kind of greenish bronze, although I believe the official name for them is jet red luster, which is a bit confusing, but it's a pretty color nonetheless, so we'll use these. Then we have some Toho 11-0s. Here I have some rainbow lavender, which is, I don't usually keep the numbers of the beads, but this one I actually had. So this is Toho 11-0 2638F, which stands for frosted or matte. So here we are. I have these. It's such a gorgeous color. Then I have some bicones. I don't have the number for them, but they are sort of opaly green, very nice, sort of, yes, very light opaly green. I thought I'd go for more muted colors this time, but I still wanted to have a nice, I don't know, I enjoy this color combo. And then last but not least, we have some 15-0 Miyukis, and I do have the original tube for them. These came from Eureka Crystal Beads, and these are Miyuki 15-0s 1882. So there we are. And what I also have is 45 inches of thread. I have moss green, 12-pound moss green from Cast King. This I love that. I love this thread. It's fantastic. I have not tried it with bicones yet. I find that Fireline, but at least 6 pounds. I have mostly 6-pound Fireline. It does not really hold up to the cutting power of bicones, at least not with my high tension, because I do tend to keep my beadwork pretty tight. But so these I'm going to try out. This is the first time actually I'm using Cast King. It was recommended to me by Kath Thomas, who is an amazing beader, and I trust her with anything bead related. So the thread that I usually use for bicones, for use with bicones, is this Hercules. 10 pounds. I have 8 pounds, 10 pounds, and 15 pounds. Oh, note on thickness, the Cast King 12-pound is about the same thickness as Fireline 6 pounds if you do decide to use Fireline, so it should be interchangeable. All right, roll up my sleeves and off we go. Oh, yes, I put double needles, so I've got needle on each end because I'm going to bead with 2 needles. But if you watch the tutorial from beginning till end, I'm sure you'll be able to just bead with 1 needle. I'm not a fan of doing stop beads, and I find that with shaped beads it's not very easy to tie off the ends neatly, whereas this way I can tie off my ends very neatly and securely too. So here we are. Now, to begin with, also always check all the holes in IrisDuos and QuadBows before we start. So to begin, we are going to need some 4 IrisDuos and 4 50-no's we're gonna need for this. So we'll have 4 50-no's in between. Okay, so we'll pick up IrisDuo, 50-no, IrisDuo, 50-no. Make sure they're all pointing the same way. IrisDuo, 50-no, IrisDuo, and let's slide them down, and 50-no. Now this thread is super strong for your normal check beads. For bicones, you'll see we're going to go through them several times, and this will definitely be, well, it should be strong enough. I was told that it would be. It is definitely, it's very similar thread to Hercules. I like it. It's very thready rather than plasticky, like Fireline is much more plasticky than thready. So I do like this. I mean, I like all threads. It's just some I prefer for some jobs and others not. So here we are. Let me check on my video that everything is still in alignment. It looks like it. I have a new video set up, so my camera is way above my head and I'm on zoom ×4. We'll see how this goes. So we close the loop, okay, and so this is what we have. Well, I'm already liking the colors. Yes. Oh, I like these colors. I have not made it in this color yet. So yes, so now we have both one thread coming out of the bottom of IrisDuo one way, the other one goes the other way. Now we go into the top hole of that IrisDuo with one needle, and we go the opposite way through the same hole with the other needle. Okay, let's see. So here we are. Only thing is, I'm gonna be able to see that green. I might need to rethink the thread color for this. But maybe white would have been better, or yes. Well, anyway, we'll see. We'll go ahead with green. At least this way, you'll see the thread pathway clearly. So here we are. We have our IrisDuos. Now we are going to be adding IrisDuos in between the IrisDuos. Okay, and each time, so we start with this needle that's coming out this way. We need to pick up one Toho 11-0, one IrisDuo, and one Toho 11-0. Okay, so this is what we pick up, and we go through the top hole of the next IrisDuo, just following the thread. Okay, we are going to meet at this top hole. We'll go with one needle this way, meeting at this the top hole of this IrisDuo, and we'll go with the other needle the opposite way. So we've got 11 Toho, IrisDuo. Make sure you pick it up the right way, and 11. Let's see. With Tohos, you need to be careful not to pick them regular, so that the sizes match more or less. Because as you can see with Tohos, you can have a bead. You can have a bead that's much smaller than the other. So just stick to the same size. I usually pick sort of the average sized ones. So here they are nice, too nice. So we put this needle down, we pick up the other needle, and we go the other way around. You can just keep going in a circle if you're doing everything with one needle. Just keep going in a circle. Okay, well, I picked up this IrisDuo wrong. Let's go back. Never mind. At least I spotted it. So now we need to go. Come on. And then this way. Because you need to make sure that all your IrisDuos are pointing up. Unless you don't want them all. I mean, it's up to you if you want one pointing one way, the other one the other way. It's up to, oh, I really hope I don't get my head in the middle of the shot there. Oh, try and stay away. We bring these 11-ohs closer. You can see them better. So we have here, have 11-oh. Then we have IrisDuo and 11-oh. These rainbow lavender ones happen to be just really, really nice. So with this one, go here. Okay. Oh, I've gone too far. We're just coming out. We're coming out just past the IrisDuo. So here we are. Gone through a circle. If you have one thread, you'll just have, one thread coming out either this way or this way. I'm working with two ends of the thread. So next, we need to pick up two 11-ohs on each needle, slide them down, and then the next step is really fun. So 2 on each. So here we are, we have 2 on each, and now we thread on we take our QuadBow and we put the one on the left to the left of center hole, and the one on the right we put to the right of center hole. Okay, and look at that. This is what we have so far. Okay, it's a really fun thing, and once you've done this, if you've done this once, it's going to be so quick. I really like this color combo, and you don't really notice that green thread that much. At least it goes here. Well, it should be really good with these dark green ones. Right, now we pick up one of the needles and we go. Here what we need to pick up is 15-oh, 11-oh, 15-oh. Now I would recommend, and watch out for this, I would recommend that you pick out the Tohos that are a bit thinner than average. So for example, we have, like here, we have the average and one that's just slightly thinner. Okay, so we take 15-oh, 11-oh, 15-oh. Okay. Then we go back down through the QuadBow. Now we take our average size 11-oh and we go into the top hole of the next IrisDuo. Oh, give you a good look here. So here we are. Okay, now we take another average size Toho 11/0, and then we take another quad bow and we go into the edge hole, and then coming out out of it like this. So then we pick up again 15/0, a bit smaller Toho, not too thin, because some of them, they're so deformed, they're really super thin, not too thin, just a bit smaller, see, than the average. It just sits much flatter then. It's gonna be much flatter. So here we are. Go back through the quad bow, and then we pick up 2 Toho 11/0 and back and into the IrisDuo, out of the IrisDuo, and then 2 more 11/0 back into the quad bow, make sure you, I think I'm pushing my knot out of alignment here. Give me a sec to readjust. Yes, okay. So here we are. We have this. Yeah, keep the other one tight also if you're working with 2 threads. And then once again, once we're on this side of quad bow, we pick up 15/0, a bit on the smaller side, 11/0, and then 15/0. Coming out. And now to go into this next IrisDuo, we need to pick up a nice 11/0 and going through, then another 11/0, and we pick up another quad bow. Okay, so here we are. We have picked up we'll leave this needle at this point and we'll carry on with this needle. If it's easier for you, of course, you're welcome to do with one needle. Now, just keep going the same way all around the circle. So we picked up 15/0, 11/0, 15/0. Now pick up nice 11/0. Go through the top hole of the next IrisDuo. Another nice 11/0. And we pick up our last quad bow. We'll go through the edge hole out, and then 15/0, 11/0, 15/0. Go through the quad bow, pick up 2 11/0s, go through the IrisDuo on the previous row. My beadwork tight, that makes it a little harder to, and I know what I forgot to do with this needle. I forgot to fix it with 15 11. Don't forget, we're trying to look for some smaller tohos to go on the outer edge of the QuadBows. So then we pick up 2 11-ohs, go through the IrisDuo, okay, and then we pick up 2 more 11-ohs, and we go through here, out of the, oh sorry, not the edge one. Right. So we just keep going the same way. So 2 2 11-ohs through the QuadBow. Pick up 15-oh, 11-oh, 15-oh, and then take a nice regular size Toho, upper hole of IrisDuo, coming out again, 11-oh, okay. So now at this point, we want to take this needle, so coming out of here, and we do 15-oh, 11-oh, it's a little bit on the smaller side, okay, and then we go through here. Now look what we do here. So I go through this 11-oh and this, okay, see where I am? So I picked up 15-oh, 11-oh, 15-oh. I go through the edge hole of QuadBow, through 11-oh, through the top hole of this IrisDuo. Coming out of here. So we can, the nice thing with using 2 needles is that you can pull and then it tightens. So, okay, so now I'm just gonna do this. Okay. So at this point, I have 1 needle coming out of one of the outer 11-ohs outside the QuadBows. And here, this one is coming out of this IrisDuo. So at this point, we pick up 5 as regular as they can be, 5 Tohos, okay? 5 Tohos, we go back into the back into the IrisDuo, back into 11-oh, and out of the QuadBow again. I'll do it in 2 steps. So then we'll go through all these. I want to have a picot at the top, so like that. So this is what we have now, okay? So this one, Now we go through all these 3 beads. And now here, what we do is we pick up 11-0 bicone and 11-0. Oh, I'm sorry, 15-0 bicone and 15-0. Okay, so this is what we do here between these two. Okay, here we are. This is what we have here. Okay, now we go back down through this 15-0, the quad bow and the 11-0. We go through the IrisDuo, but not the next 11-0. So we come out of the IrisDuo on this side. Okay, well, it's holding up pretty well, this thread. So then we pick up 5 more Tohos, as regular as you can find them. And then we go through IrisDuo, 11-0. Might need to do it in a few steps. Yes. Okay, once again, we want to have like a picot there and tighten. There we are. We go through QuadBow. I have no idea if I'd gone out of the frame at any point or not. I'm really trying not to. I think it should be okay. So we are coming out of the 15-0, then 11-0, and then we do 15-0 bicone, 4mm bicone, 15-0. Okay. So this is what we have at this point. See? Yes. Now we go through this 15-0, quad bow, 11-0, and IrisDuo. Okay, you can do it in a few steps. If you got this step, you can just skip ahead to the next step. Since I'm not editing, I'm just filming every step. So now we pick up 5 Tohos again. Try to find them, as even ones as you can. So then we have coming out of here. There we are. We got our picot there. Then we go through the quad bow, 15-0, 11-0. And you already know what's next. It's 15-0 bicone and 15-0. Right, I hope the steps are clear at this point. So we've gone through the 11-0. Now we need to go through 15-0, quad bow, 11-0. We go through IrisDuo, just the IrisDuo, not the next 11-0. Oh, yes. Okay. And then we pick up 5 nice even Tohos. These are just so beautiful, these lavender ones. I do not think you can interchange Tohos here for Miyuki. I haven't tried, but Tohos are just so much bigger than Miyukis, so I'm not sure it would work out as well. Okay, now we go through quad bow and 15-0. Okay, so oh no, forgot to go through the 11 now. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's see. Okay, so coming out of the IrisDuo, after adding the five Toho beads, we go up and then through 11 on top, and you know it, 15 bicone 15. Oh, I think I moved my mat again. Let me see. Okay. So hopefully, at least my head is not bumping into the camera. I know it's on 4x zoom, and it would be very noticeable if my mat gets skewed even just by a few millimeters, but I think it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly nice that my head's not bumping into my phone anymore. Right. Okay, let's complete this circle. So to complete, let me remind myself here quickly. So to remind myself, coming out of here, I think it's, yes. So what we pick up, 15 11 on the smaller side, 15 bicone, and 15 again. Let me check, I'm pretty sure. That's how I did it. Yes, that's right. So this is the set, okay? 15 11 15 bicone 15, okay? And then we go through this 11 at the top of the picot. So, okay, there we are. In fact, here I think I could have taken just an average Toho. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back and adjust a bit. You have to also watch and try to adjust a little bit for the size. That's the trickiest thing I find working with Tohos, is that with the size variation, it's not so straightforward as with Miyuki 11s. So I generally prefer working, the reason I have Tohos, in fact, in this design, is that I came up with this, I made this design from the Potomac Beads Prism collection, which came out a year ago. And yeah, and they had only the Toho, this Toho 11 so there we are. That's the oh no. I'm all over the place today. Well, we'll get through it. Okay, so 15 11 15 bicone. So choose an average. Yes, see, look, it's amazing. Just look, just a difference. If instead of like smaller Toho, thinner Toho, you have slightly wider one, and suddenly, you know, it just sits so much better. Okay, now we do the mirror of this, the mirror image. So we do 15 bicone 15, then as we learned for this time, we choose the normal size 15. So here we are, this is our set, and with the set we go through, we don't go through this 15, we go through the 11, okay? We go through the 11 and the 15 and the bicone, and again through, and we come out of the 15 on the other side of the bicone. Okay, so here we oh my god, I love these. I love this. I'm so glad it works. I changed my mind several times thinking about using these or not, and I'm so glad I did. Love these colors. Oh, it's nice. All right, so now same thing around. So skip ahead if you got the idea, or just keep beading with me. So once again, 15-0, 11-0, 15-0, bicone 15-0 through the picot. Next, 15-0, bicone 15-0, 11-0, and 15-0. And then remember, we do not go through the 15-0, we go through the 11-0, then the 15-0 bicone and 15-0 between the two 11-0s, and we come out of the other 11-0 here. Okay, so see, this thread is coming to an end. I like working actually circle designs. I like working them on 2 needles because you use you wear out the thread much less. You use yeah, it's I think it's just, well, I prefer working like that. But looking back at it, I think the smaller one would have worked, but it's okay. I guess this design, it's where slightly smaller and slightly bigger Tohos would work equally. Anyway, so we have now 15-0, 11-0, 15-0, once again, bicone and 15-0 through the picot, and 15-0, bicone, 15-0, 11-0, 15-0, and then remember skipping this 15-0, we go through 11-0, 15-0 bicone, the next 15-0 and next 11-0. Don't forget to come out of that 11. Okay, have a look. This is what we have now. I'm loving this. I almost prefer it. Have a look. I think I might. Well, I don't know. I suppose it's for different occasion because this one is very striking as it is. So, okay, let's keep going. Once again, 15-0, 11-0, 15-0, bicone, and 15-0 through the top of the picot, and then 15-0, bicone, 15-0, 11-0, and 15-0. There we are, and we go through this 11-0 and the bicone, and we're, oh, I don't want to catch the other thread, and we're going to come out once again out of the 11-0. Well, let's put the thread to the back, that way it can stay out of the way. So now we've tightened it. Okay, so I leave that one alone. Have a look at this. My God, I don't know if it's just my state today, my mood or what, but I am in love with this color combination. It's just I did not expect it. This is the first time I'm making it in these colors, and I'm just in love. I'm really in love with these colors. Okay, so with the longer thread and needle, we're going to come out of the 50 now here, and come out of this 59. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it to the gap between the quad bows. So yes, let's get ourselves positioned there. Okay, so coming out of the bicone. So we have these two bicones, as you can see, between the quad bows. We pick up 3 15-ohs. And we just go between, we do not go into this 15-oh or this 15-oh. We just put 3 15-ohs between the two bicones. Now, going through this bicone, we do come out. Wait, do we come out of this 15-oh? Bear with me a second. Yes. Yeah, we do. We do come out of this 15-oh. We take 2 15-ohs and we go through this 15-oh. Here. Okay, so we put the 15-oh above the 11, 2 15-ohs above the 11-oh. Then over the 11-oh and 15-oh before the bicone, we put, I believe it's 4 15-ohs. Let me check. So I have 3 between these. Then coming out of this. No. Okay, I made a mistake, right? Forget the last step. Okay. Let's go back. Remove this. My thread got caught. Okay. Remove this 250 nose. Oh my. I rehearsed, but maybe I'm just not feeling. Right, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So here we did put the 350 nose. See, 350 nose above 150 no, 111 of 150 no between the two bicones. So okay, yeah, that is for sure. But then we need to get 150 no, 450 no. Okay, yes. So we do, then coming out of the bicone, we pick up 150 no, we go through the 11-0, and then we pick up 450 no's. There. 450 no's, and we go through the bicone again. Okay? Now we do the mirror image of that. So we do the same thing above all the quad bows. So we pick up 450 no's. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go through the 11-0, just the 11-0. That's after the second 11-0 after the bicone. And then we pick up 15-0 and we go through the bicone again, just the bicone. Okay, there we are. Yes, here we are. Now, yes, I have established that. Let's repeat. So once we have thread coming out of the bicone, that's in between the two quad bows, any two quad bows. We pick up 3 50-notes. We go straight into the next bicone. We pick up 1 50-note and we go into the next 11-note. Here we are. Okay, now we pick up 4 50-notes. Okay, so we go 3 1 4 4 1 3. Okay, then we go into the bicone again. And then we pick up 4 more 50-notes. And then we go into the 50-note, oh sorry, 11-note. 11-note. Take 50-note and then go into the bicone. Okay, so this is like half of our circle completed. Now we need to put 3 in between here, then 1 after the bicone. So 3 in between the two bicones, 3 50-notes. Then 1 into the 11-note. Okay, as you can see, I pull it pretty tightly, but then it makes the whole motif much more compact. Right, again, 4 50-notes. I love working with Miyuki. I mean, they're so regular. It's just such a pleasure. But, you know, Toho have their own advantages. I mean, you can play around with sizes and you can actually adjust and fit also. So, yeah, like everything in life, all things have advantages and disadvantages. So, here we are. 2 3 4 50-notes, go into the 11-note. And I think my vertigo is setting in again. Right, if I faint in the middle of the tutorial, I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. Right, 50 now into the bicone, then 3 50-notes into the next bicone. Right, we're almost there, getting there, just 150 now into the 11-note, and 4 50-notes, 3 4 into the bicone, out of the bicone 4 50-notes again, into the second 11-note after it. Yep, just the 11-note. That's one of the challenges. I mean, the pieces are much more sturdy. I mean, look how it's not floppy at all, but it does make it a bit harder to push the needle through sometimes. We'll manage. So coming out of the bicone, so 50 now, coming out of the bicone. Here we are. Okay, now the last step is very, very easy. And once you know it, you don't even need to keep watching it, but you're welcome to stay and watch how I complete it. But we need to go through all the top beads that we added, and we add 5 beads over all the exposed bicone edges, and 2 beads, 250 nose, sorry, 550 nose over the bicone, and 250 nose over the 11 okay? So we keep going, then 550 over the bicone, 2 over the 11 okay? Pretty easy. So at this point, you're welcome to go off and do the rest on your own, or you keep watching with me. So now I pick up 550 notes. Let me get this a little bit. Oh, okay, I think my mat is out of alignment again. Yep, that's. Gosh, I really like. I mean, just look at that. I'm gonna bring it closer. I love it. Yes. Yeah, and that the bronze green is just so lovely. Okay, let's go. 550 notes. 550 notes. We'll go through the 50 note after it. 250 notes over the 11 Then we'll go through the 450 notes. Again, 550 notes. 5. Oh, I lost one. Rolled over. Then through the 4. Ta-da. You can either establish the picots at this point above them, or you can go over everything again afterwards. And when you go over everything, just to make these picots extra pointy, you go through the 550 notes that we're adding. You only go through the first 2 and the last 2, and you skip the one in the middle, and then you tighten it, and then you're gonna have picots that are just like on this one. See, they're much more pronounced, but it's not necessary. It's just as pretty as it is. So there we are. 2 more, 250 nose over 11 550 nose over bicone. 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we are. 550 nose over the bicone. 4, 5. Into the 50 now. 250 nose over the 11. I think actually for this color combo, I won't do the picots over the bicones, because honestly it's nice to have a bit of a curve. Yes, I like that there is a bit of a curve, so it's much more flowery then, because yeah, this one is more like I don't know, it's a bit more regal colors, so they call for these picots. I'll see what I decide. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go all the way. 2 15-0 over the 11-0, and 5 2 3 4 5 over the bicone, yes, I think this thread, the casking, well, I mean, I had no doubt. I mean, Kath Thomas recommended it, so it really is holding up very well to the cutting power of the bicones. So these bicones I got from Potomac beads, I think. So they're like really nice quality too. So 5 over the bicone, 2 over the 11-0. Have a look at that. Oh my, I just love that. Now, sometimes what's nice is to just push these 11-0s through, and they will stay then on the front, and that's like gives it really nice. Look at that. Oh my, I'm I'm in love with these colors. Okay, right. Keep your head. 2 3 4 5. 5 over the bicone, 2 over the 11. 5 over the bicone, 1 3 4 5. For the bicone, and 5 more. 2 3 4 5 over the bicone, 2 over 11 more. No, don't do that. Once we have threads on the other side, it's nice. It's very convenient. I love it. Plus, also, it's very easy afterwards. You just go through the top beads. You make a few knots, you know, around. Keep going. With one thread, you make it on one half. With the other thread, you make it on the other half. And yeah, you make 3 knots. Pull the thread a bit further, and it's done. Really. So right, 1 2 3 4 5, then 2 over 11, and then 5 over the bicone. I think that's my last one. 3 4 5. Yes, and then we go through the 3 15 knots. It might take a little persuading. I know how. There. Very good. And I'll just, to make it easy, I'll just come out of the other bicone. Ta-da! And here we are. A nice, this one actually with these beads turned out even more flat than these ones. I mean, they are pretty flat, yes, but yeah. No, this I really like this one. So here we are. Yeah, you just you keep going through the top row. You can go through those 50 knots again and make a few knots. Keep going. Just make sure you don't overlap. So say if you go with this thread, you only go with each thread until like the middle of this QuadDuo or the QuadBow, sorry, and or till this point. So you see you have one thread coming out of here, one coming out of there. You just try to make sure that they both ends are cut off by here. It's easy. Yeah, you make like a knot here, keep going, knot here, knot here, pull thread to here, cut off. Yeah, I really like that. Well, thank you again for your patience with me and for watching. I hope this will be useful to make this motif. I hope you'll post some photos here in the comments to show me what things you've made, whether by the way, I weighed it and it's big, but it's light enough to wear as an earring, and it's quite surprising. I mean, they would make pretty substantial earring, maybe have like a little extension and have a few bicones, you know, going up here, because you don't want it the ear wire coming out right above here. Otherwise it's going to be rubbing the your jawbone, so it's going to be knocking against the jawbone. But my goodness, I just love this color combo. I'm so happy. Well, thank you again, and see you soon for the next video. Bye.